True democracy is citizen-led. Politics needs an update. We demand a people's house. We demand a people's house. We are in crisis. We are in crisis. Our whole future is in jeopardy.
He's like a cockroach, the only thing that survives after nuclear Armageddon. It's an extraordinary situation that he sticks to this absolute self-belief.
Well, he was elected 2 years ago with a massive majority.
On a very tiny turnout.
I'm asking the Prime Minister, because he's a lovely man, he really is, but I'm asking him, consider his position, be the leader on this one, not just say, I didn't know, it wasn't me, it happened by accident, and just set that timetable so we can go to the next step.
They want more grievance politics, more division, more pointing at Britain's problems, looking not for solutions, but for someone to blame. Now, that's fine if it's me, if it's politicians, that's the job. But increasingly, it's not. It's other people in this country. And I don't think that's British. That is not the decency and respect that we are known for. But it's here. That politics is with us now. And you'll see it again on Saturday at a march designed to confront and intimidate this diverse city and this diverse country. That is why this Labour government will block far-right agitators from travelling to Britain for that event. Because we will not allow people to come to the UK to threaten our communities and spread hate on our streets. And most of all, we stabilised the economy.
No, you didn't. What load of nonsense. Stabilise the economy. It must be mad. There's more and more people being thrown out of work. Businesses are closing down. The high street's under threat. Pubs are closing down. It's an absolute...
Inflation is under control.
Inflation is not under control. I'm sorry, it's not. Inflation is going up. You know that. And by autumn of this year or December, it could be 6%. And inflation...
It should be, but it's what, 3.5%?
Yes, but it should be 2%.
And this is going to be because of the war in Iran, which you supported, Mike, which you supported. This is why inflation...
Come off it. It might also have something to do with the fact that £75 billion worth of taxes have been poured onto the British people since they came into power. Rachel Reeves can do nothing but tax,
okay.
And that builds inflation.
We have to take a break.
I'd forgotten that lyric. It really sums up my attitude at the moment. Wish everybody would leave me alone. That is, I don't know, the way the world's going. I just want to be left alone. I don't do anything anymore. Can't be bothered. I can't be fucking bothered. This is why we can't have nice things. People are never fucking happy. You try your hardest. Yeah. I wouldn't call it street life now, though. I call it home life. I just want to be... I want to stay here. It's bad now. Doesn't matter what it is. I just turn down going to everything now. Even like nice things, like, you know, like a party, award show, and I just go, oh, I can't. I'm giving blood at the orphanage. COVID, I've got COVID. Oh, God. Oh, cough. See? I tested yesterday.
Some MPs have been unhappy with Kier Starmer's leadership for a while, but the reason that it's all really kicking off now is because of the local election results last week in places like here, Worthing. So Labour lost control of Worthing Borough Council last week, which it had run for the 4 years before, and the town's 2 MPs are blaming that on the national picture. Now, they say that when they were speaking to voters in that campaign, one of them, Tom Rutland, said he found personal animosity towards Kier Starmer, while Becky Cooper, who represents West Worthing, said that she felt that the national story, as she put it, wasn't being heard here. So that is why they are saying that he needs to go. There are split opinions, though, among South East MPs. There are others who are defending the Prime Minister, Mike Tapp in Dover, Helena Dollimore in Hastings, where actually Green and Reform swept the board in local elections last week. And then further the other way along the coast in Brighton and Hove, Ministers Peter Kyle and Chris Ward. So there is a difference of opinion, but that's why some people are calling for Kier Starmer to go.
Let me be clear, these are really tough results. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And we have lost brilliant Labour representatives, people who put so much into their communities, so much into our party and our movement. And the voters have sent a message about the pace of change, how they want their lives improved. Labour's elected to meet those challenges, and I'm not going to walk away from those challenges and plunge the country into chaos.
But he does seem to be clinging on. I think he's going to, his fingers are going to have to be peeled from the doors. He's dug in. He's barricaded it. He's padlocked the door. He's put the chairs and tables in front of it to keep people out. He is so politically clueless as to not realise that the game is up. Any longer he can only drag this on. It can only become more embarrassing for him, I think, and more humiliating. He should just go sooner rather than later. I think.
You're a fucking liar, and I'm going to do everything in my power to try and make that a reality for you. Whilst I'm young, whilst I'm naive, and whilst I've got an awful lot to learn in life, I can still see the bigger picture. Kier, you're nothing more than a pawn in a global chess game. You're an emasculated, useless puppet, and there are so many young people who are pissed off with the previous government and also pretty pissed off with you now. And we're coming for you. And as long as I am alive, and as long as many other young people are alive, we ain't going to forget the misery and torment you have put into our generation from you contributing and being a paramount part of the destruction of our country, but now extending to the destruction of the world.
Kier Starmer is going nowhere. Listen to him.
So just as I take responsibility for the results, I also take responsibility for delivering the change that we promised, for a stronger and fairer Britain that we must build. I take responsibility for navigating us through a world that is more dangerous than at any time in my life. And I take responsibility for not walking away, not plunging our country into chaos as the Tories did time and again, chaos that did lasting damage to this country. A Labour government would never be forgiven for inflicting that on our country again.
Who's applauding that moron? I take responsibility for the results. Take responsibility for you and your fucking actions. Listen, everybody's going to turn on you. He ain't standing down, not a chance. I've even seen that dirty little rat, Sadiq Khan. He's going to turn on Sir Kier Starmer, his once best mate. Just watch all happen. Everybody's going to turn on you. Take some responsibility for yourself. You sleazy sleeker, slathering, full of excuses.